Well, Thanksgiving is now less than a week away, and we're talking turkey with New Mexico Magazine culinary editor Cheryl Jamison. We caught up with her in her Tesuque home where she prepared her recipe for the perfect holiday bird.
Hi, let's talk turkey today. I'm Cheryl Jamison, and I'm the culinary editor for New Mexico Magazine. Thanks for joining me. We're up here at my home in Tesuque to cook a heritage turkey. To show you how to go about this at your home, and we're using a rotisserie because, well, the old term "done to a turn" actually comes from the idea of spit roasting a bird or meat. Now, I have yesterday rubbed this turkey down with a mixture of butter and red chili and fresh and dried sage. And it's been marinating in that overnight. And I also tied it up so it would be kind of a tight little package here. And now I'm getting ready to mount it on the spit with my grill. Now, while I'm telling you about the turkey itself, and that it came from Pollo Real and from Tom Delahunty and his wife Tracy, who raise these amazing birds with so much flavor and in free-range circumstances and all, I'm also getting this placed on our spit, and it's a little warm in here because I've preheated the fire, which in this case is behind the turkey, and then we're going to turn it on to spin. But I just wanted to mention that I have what's called a counterweight here, and you know, turkeys tend to be bigger in the breast area, and so I'm putting the counterweight so that it's towards the back of the turkey, which should allow it to turn more easily and evenly. And there goes our turkey. While the turkey is spinning on the rotisserie outside, we've come back in the kitchen to work on the dressing. Now, I've started with cubes of a French bread. You can buy little croutons at the supermarket, but I really like to cut the bread just a little bit bigger so that it has a little bit more texture to it when the dressing is complete. So I toasted this yesterday. You know, with Thanksgiving tasks, you want to get some of the things out of the way a day or two ahead. And over in my skillet, and I love just working in old cast iron. It's the best stuff, I swear. I have some chorizo, the Mexican or Southwestern sausage, and a little bit of butter, and that was the base of this mixture. And then into it I put lots of celery and a little bit of onion. You can use a leek if you want for this, but also then some just button mushrooms, our most common little mushroom. And I like a lot of vegetables in mine. The same folks who provided our turkey also provided some additional chicken parts that I've used to make a really good stock with the turkey trimmings too. The turkey neck and the turkey giblets, as well as some chicken necks and backs. And this is another thing I made the other day. I've got chicken stock, well, it's actually chicken turkey stock in this case, and we're going to pour some of that in here to the dressing too, along with all the vegetables and the chorizo mixture. Now, we want this to have a good New Mexico flavor. So in addition to some old thyme and sage, we got a little bit of red chili, of course, to put in here. And the chorizo itself does have some good spice to it too. So we're going to end up with a pretty savory, somewhat piquant dressing here. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It is just smelling great. Dressing, you can make so much of it. It's really a pretty inexpensive dish. You can supplement, you can just make a whole lot of it to go with your fancy heritage turkey that we have outdoors. Now, I should mention too that Tom and Tracy, the Delahunties, who have Pollo Real, are also in the process of opening right now the Real Butcher Shop here in the Santa Fe area. It's going to be at Casa Solana here in Santa Fe on Alameda. And in the future, you'll be able to get heritage turkeys like the Spanish Black that we're using today at their shop, as well as at the farmer's market, which is where our turkey was picked up this time. Now, you want to mix in some of that stock with all of those other things. I'm going to be putting it into this dish here. Now here's a little secret. A lot of people don't know to do this. Dressing can sometimes be rather heavy and, well, it's kind of substantial anyway, but if you make a little bit of a beaten egg mixture and just a little bit of baking powder, and the recipes online will show you how to, the amounts to do all of that, this will lighten up the dressing a little bit as it's cooking without changing any of that other great dressing flavor. Okay, that's going to go into a 325-degree oven. We're going to cover it with foil to start with, and we'll uncover it towards the end because we want it to get some of that good crunch on top too. People used to cook dressing in their birds pretty frequently, but typically that's not so advisable because it's hard to get the turkey itself all the way cooked through and the dressing to the proper temperature too. So these days, food authorities really recommend that you cook the dressing separately. And I kind of like that anyway because then you can have more turkey dressing to go with it. Now, does that look like Thanksgiving or what? I'm so pleased with that beautiful heritage turkey, Spanish black heritage turkey from Pollo Real, or the Real Butcher Shop here in Santa Fe. Tom and Tracy Delahunty's fabulous business. Organic, free range, just fabulous. Oh, can't you wait just to dig into that. Now we also have the dressing, and we made our turkey dressing, our stock for the turkey dressing from our other trimmings from the bird. And it has chorizo, red chili, lots of sage and thyme, my favorite Thanksgiving herbs. And we have this very nice little jus, or a very light gravy with sage and red chili to go with it too. Now you can find all these recipes and more tips on how to put it all together in our November issue of New Mexico Magazine. I'm Cheryl Alters Jamison, wishing you and your friends and family the happiest of Thanksgivings.
All right, I'm starving now. That looks delicious. Recipes for Cheryl's turkey and all the trimmings are in the November issue of New Mexico Magazine.